Now more on the hurricane recovery efforts in Puerto Rico. So many families struggling to make ends meet nearly 8 months after the storm. The Diocese of Brooklyn's Catholic Care team back from their trip to the island. Currents News' Tim Harfmann was one of the volunteers doing the repair work and joins us now with the latest on his continuing exclusive series. Tim, what can you tell us?
During my trip, I met many families. Tonight, I want to tell you about one that has hope despite the storm. 14-year-old Juan Sanchez is an ordinary kid. He dreams of someday becoming a basketball player. But through a translator, he tells me what he wants even more, for his homeland to get back to normal.
Puerto Rico has to move on and move ahead. Don't look back, just look forward. I would hope that if we ever have to experience something like Maria again, that people don't flee the country. People have to stay here to rebuild.
Many of his best friends decided to leave Juan and Puerto Rico behind and come to the mainland. For the teenager, school is tough. Sitting at his desk, he can't forget Maria.
The winds were so strong that the windows were constantly shaking. It felt like the windows were going to come flying in. I never experienced anything like that. The next morning we went outside and saw all the chaos and couldn't believe it. It was so sad to see.
The Brooklyn Diocese volunteers in Puerto Rico to help Juan and his folks see firsthand how the hurricane destroyed. While power washing debris from the family's roof, water leaks through the cracks into the kitchen. Juan's father, Teofilio, shows me that water also leaks through a light fixture in a bedroom. He says the family did not qualify for federal aid. Like thousands of others in Puerto Rico, they haven't had electricity in 7 months. Their generator broke. A borrowed replacement runs at night so the refrigerator stays cold. Out back, Juan's mother, Carmen, washes every piece of clothing by hand. I asked if they think Puerto Rico is being neglected.
Sometimes I'm not sure, but yes, sometimes I feel that they have forgotten about us and they have abandoned us.
But the family appreciates the aid from the Catholics.
It makes me feel good. We needed the help and we deserve the help. We're so grateful that you're here.
This is one of many homes being repaired by volunteers from Brooklyn and Queens. The Catholic Care Group is working with All Hands and Hearts, a nonprofit dedicated to having boots on the ground after natural disasters.
The Puerto Rican people are really strong, they are really resilient, and they are survivors. But still, they need our help.
Getting to know Juan and his parents was an enriching experience. Tomorrow, I'll have an unbelievable story of how one elderly woman survives. Liz?
Oh, Tim, the stories are so heartbroken, but you're telling us a lot about what happened to homes. What about the schools? Are the classrooms even open?
They are. More than 800 public schools are up and running, and yesterday the Department of Education announced that Washington is sending almost $600 million to help out.
All right, Tim, thank you so much for this series of special reports. We look forward to more.